What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Ternium with the ticker symbol TX. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So it looks like there was a breakout of the price action, as you can see here, with this channel working higher. And then once price shot over this channel, it led to a break outside on the opposite side because the market is symmetrical. And then usually prices go up to make a retest of the highs or make a new one, and all prices do is retest it because there's probably heavy resistance at this level, at this $56 level. And then prices made a double top or M formation and started selling off in a downtrend. With this is the downtrend right here, working lower. Let me drag it to the lower side. Let me just touch it up on the top side. Thing right there fits pretty nicely. Let me adjust it a little better. So this was the downtrend working lower. It's a two-tiered one, and then prices were working up inside of this correction. Let's go ahead and change the color of that. And then there was a breakout side and two legs to a new high in this perfect price action. And usually when prices get the first break outside of the channel, we usually retest the lows, and exactly what happened. Price action gapped down during that earnings, retested lows, and made another two legs down to a new low. So it doesn't have to be two perfect legs, but usually it is. So this time it wasn't, but it still made two legs down to a new low. And our price action reversed and shot through the EMA. So it looks like this could be a change of the market structure, and we could continue to trend higher from here. It's a little too early to tell. We need to see a confirmed trend in the opposite direction. So right now this is just a leg up. So but if we see a correction back to the EMA and we find some type of support, we could get that second leg up, and most likely we will continue to trend higher from there on. Because if I zoom out a little bit more on the chart, you can see that the bigger pattern is an uptrend. I'll show you guys that right now with the channel. So I believe this is the channel in play for this chart. This blue one right here. Let me just fit it better on the swing, and you can see that right when prices came back to the entry point, that's where it shot up, and this midline is acting as both support and resistance. If I just drag this up, you can see right there, acting as both support and resistance. So right now we have had a break outside on this blue side of the channel, so that's why I expect prices to continue to trend higher and possibly make that new high in place. Maybe something like this, a correction up, come back to retest the EMA, and the slow or fast move up to retest the highs and make a new one. So that's what I see playing out, just because this downtrend correction is played out because there was a breakout side of the channel and a move two legs down to a new low. So that's perfect price action, and then the market reversed, shot through the EMA. That's a change of structure. It's just a little too early to call because we could continue lower from here, but it looks like it's setting up to be a reversal pattern, but it's just not fully formed yet. But it looks like it could be because of the reasons I outlined earlier. And if we do continue to trend higher from here, where could we go? Well, you got to use a measured move. And the first one that I see is probably from these lows right here all the way up to these highs, or possibly even this one. This is one long leg up, and then if I just drag it over, it looks like the price action could reach the $64 target in the future. Just gotta wait and see. And there's another possible one right here, a more recent one. If I just zoom in on the chart a little closer, this strong move up right here, it's about right there. If I drag this measure move over, so this one's at the almost to the $61 target. It's mostly at the mid 60 and 50 cents target. But either way, I still expect a retest of these highs if I drew this channel correctly, this blue one right here, because we could have already had the break outside of the channel and a move to a new high, and we could just be seeing a correction back down. So it could be something like this too. Let's just drag this over. You see, so that fits pretty nicely right there too. We get multiple touches on the bottom side, and if I just drag this back down, you can see that we get a lot of touches on the upper side, and the midline is acting as both support and resistance. So that one fits pretty good too. And we had 2 legs down to a correction. That's where prices stop, and then that's where the market reversed and started to trend higher. So you can see that's the first leg down, and this is right where prices reversed at that second leg, and we moved to a new high and started reversing down. So we just gotta wait to see what the market wants to do. This could just be a smaller channel inside of a bigger channel, something like that. Let's go ahead and make this one yellow. So that could definitely be true too. Let me just drag it up right there. So you know what I'm talking about though. Just be a smaller channel and a bigger one, and we could just be getting another leg up to a new high. So that's a possibility. So just to summarize what I see on the chart, there was a strong move up. Prices retested the high, could not go any higher, started to reverse back down to take back all the profits that this first move made, and usually price action comes back to right where that move started, and it exactly or almost retraced all the way back down to the starting point. And it did it in a form of a downtrend, but it looks like this downtrend has ended because we had a break outside of the channel and 2 legs down to a new low. So usually that signifies the end of the trend, and it signals that we could be getting a reversal in the future. And exactly that's what happened. We got a pump up, and now we're pulling back to retest the EMA. And if we don't find some type of support, we could just continue lower and make a second leg down, possibly to the, let me see this, if I just drag this lower, and if I drag it right here to the $31 target. So we're kind of in a deciding factor area where if we break the EMA like we did here, and we don't find some type of support and continue to trend higher, then this is where we're heading now. We're heading lower in the future. But if we do find some type of support from the EMA or start a reversing trend, then I expect prices to go all the way up to the highs and surpass it to these measured moves. So that's what I see for the stock. Let's go ahead and wrap it up on the weekly chart and see what else we can find. So it's pretty much a range bound stock since its inception back in 2006. You can see that most of the price bars are inside of the range. These are the range lows or the support level, and these are the range highs at the $41 level, and that's where prices start to sell off and find some type of resistance. As you can see here, numerous times. Here's another one right here. This one's just a little bit short, and then prices find support at the lower side. So now we had a break outside on the top side of the range, so that's not a good thing for the longs, because normally that could lead to a break outside on the opposite side. However, if the uptrend is strong enough, we could continue to push higher, and that's what I showed you guys on the daily chart, that we could potentially be inside of this uptrend, something like that, and we could just get a move up to the highs and exceed it. But if the trend has already played out, normally we could start seeing a reversal on the upper side, and it could be looked at both ways, that we could start seeing a reversal here. The only thing that is not telling me that is because it looks like the downtrend correction was over, and that's why we're seeing that reversal. But on the weekly chart, you can see that that the price action is still below the 21 bar EMA, so that's not a good sign. Previously, price action was being supported from it, but now price action broke through it, came up to retest it, and had a big red bar slam down. Now then prices is going sideways because there's some indecision here. It doesn't know where to go, and now we just broke outside. So this could be a fake breakout for lower lows in the future, or we could just continue to pump up, find some type of support, and continue to trend higher. So this is, like I said before, this is a hard one to tell because we're in a deciding factor area where you just don't do nothing and just wait for more clues to form on the chart. So this one's hard to tell which way exactly prices want to go, but I know where it's going depending on what the price action does in the coming days or weeks. So like I said before, if we find resistance at these levels, then we're continuing lower. If we break up above the EMA and find some type of support that's this $43 level or $43.60 level, then you know where we're going. We're much higher in the future. So that's pretty much all I have for this company. Let me just show you guys the overall view. Like I said, it's a range bound company, and usually when companies give a dividend such as this one, it looks like it's giving a 7% dividend. Normally they are not high growth stocks like Tesla, who don't pay dividends, or any other high growth stock company. It's more like a Verizon or a ExxonMobil, some company that is pretty steady. But that doesn't mean we can't have trends, uptrends inside of it, inside the stock, which looks like it's doing right now. It's a steel company, so that's pretty good. Steel prices are going much higher in the future because of the inflation currently. So yeah, that's all I have for this company. We're gonna have to see which way it wants to go, but I'm leaning more towards the bullish side because of the uptrend, which is the major pattern. The downtrend looks like it's being over, and we're finding some type of support and pushing up. So we just got to wait to see the price action break through the EMA, find some type of support, and continue to rally up. If we don't do that, then you know my bearish pattern that could play out is we just pop up just a little bit and continue to make lower lows. So that's all I have for this stock, and if the viewer who left the donation has any more questions, just drop it down in the comments down below and I'll be sure to answer it. Thank you everybody for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel since you might be surprised on what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.